You know, when I uploaded my video I did of the title of it, you know, it was a setup, and Umar Johnson won. When Umar was a guest on Roland Martin's show that day, the one everybody was talking about. Even I uploaded the video, and we all agreed and said, like, yeah, that was an ambush. They tried to ambush Brother Umar Johnson, and Umar shut all of them down. Not only Roland Martin, but the Negress feminist / bed wench, and the old sugar male coon. You know, shut them all down. They tried to ambush that brother. And see, and Roland Martin, for years, like, he doesn't surprise me about what he does. You know what I'm saying? You know, since his days like in CNN, the picture that you happen to see here, this was back during his CNN days, and he started launching what you could consider neckwear called the ascots, which are reasonably fashion statement, like over from England. And I'm gonna tell you how it gets like this. You know, it gets like that for a point. Let me just bring up another picture. Yeah. Now he started busting these out. The reason why, because the son of a bitch ain't got no neck. You know, I met Roland Martin back in 2010. 2010 down here in Miami. That's when we hosted the Super Bowl. It was the Colts against the Saints. Everybody was here. You know, I ran across Michael Strahan, Terrell Owens, Donovan McNabb, and I ran across Roland Martin. I was coming in the door, he was going out, and, you know, we spoke briefly, and that's that. You know what I'm saying? You know, I didn't get, you know, at that time, I didn't get a bad vibe from the man. But then, like, his actions as of late, I started to question. I question stuff, and I go and research it. And then I look at the behavior pattern. Now you see the reason why CNN got rid of me over TV None. And this picture right here, the guy you see here, that's Rick Sanchez. I was talking about him yesterday when I did my on my White Thugs of Hell series, the one I posted up yesterday about Daryl Gates. You can go to that one. I can tell you all about Rick Sanchez. You know what I'm saying? Used to be the anchor man for WSBN's Channel 7 News down here in Miami, in South Florida, and stuff like that. When I told y'all about, like, how he was drunk at a Dolphins game at that time it was called Pro Player Stadium or Joe Robbie Stadium. And he ran over a dude driving drunk. Police didn't arrest him. He had no license, no nothing, coming out cussing, swearing. And let me tell you, like how these old stupid ass Oyes did. They let him go home. They go get his license, and he came back 2 hours later, sobered up and everything. No points off his license, no nothing. And the man that he ran over in the parking lot at the stadium, he died 48 hours later. So, you know, and then they had to get him up out of here. And that's where he be up on CNN up there now. Well, I don't know where he at now, so I can care less. But, you know, it's not about Rick Sanchez. This is about, you know, Boule Bird right here, Roland Martin. I started finding out things that, you know, he was part of his fraternity, I think Alpha Psi Phi, or one of, you know, as far as the fraternities goes, those ain't nothing but just little, I called entitled gangs. And the reason why I say entitled, you know, that's just nothing more than a precursor into the Freemasons. That's all that is. You know, so he can be a quote-unquote traveling brother. You know what I'm saying? So, but Roland Martin has also had been under coon watch for the past 3 years. And in case nobody don't know what the hell I'm talking about, let's go back in time for a second here. Let's go back in time for a minute. I'm gonna show you right there. If you think I'm joking, I'm just gonna go here for a second.
All right.
Look at this. Y'all remember this?
That is it for us. I do gotta ask you, do you know how to wobble?
6 months ago. See this
sorry,
bullshit?
Do you know how to wobble?
I don't.
You know how to wobble? You just lost the black vote right there.
Yeah.
Karen, the black folks in your staff need to teach you how to do the wobble. Trust
Can
me.
you show me how to do it?
Oh, I can show you how to do it. You gonna pick up some votes, trust me.
But I gotta see it in order to know it.
Oh, you need some music. I don't really the music, but I'm just saying.
Okay, who can show me? Come on, don't be shy.
I told y'all Black Network we do a little bit different.
Well, you raised it. Now don't leave me hanging out here.
Put my iPod on. I got music.
Maybe.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Plug this up right now. Y'all know I'll put it on now.
Cooning to the fullest.
Thank you so very much. Claflin, thanks you as well. Round of applause, please. Democratic presidential candidate.
Thank you, Roland.
Secretary Hillary Clinton.
Look at this.
That's how I told y'all need the music. Don't let the ascot fool you.
That's what I was talking about. I swear. I mean, I just wanted to show y'all that, just to go back a bit. What he did to Umar Johnson, or what they tried to do, was no even surprise. If he gets out here and he goes ahead and buck dances for Hillary, you know, the Wicked Witch of the West, Roland don't give a shit about black people, man. He never did. This was, you know, that was in 2016. That was just last year, you know. You know, and it's a few things I said I was going to do a follow-up video on it, and this is the one. A few things through that thing that popped off with Umar Johnson and the two coons. What's the name? What's that chick name? Victoria Price or something like that. I forgot the name. And the other dude, the sugar male. I don't even got no words for him, because he just, I totally agree with Jason Black. He looks weird. I mean weird. You know, Roland Martin Boule Bird looks weird with the goddamn ascot on it. And here's the thing, I mean, I like wearing ascots, but ascots isn't for everybody. The only reason he wearing an ascot because the son of a bitch ain't got no neck. That's just plain and simple. Look like a broke ass Wilson Fisk. A little humor there, though. You know what I'm saying? I got to get my thing on, like with that. But the thing, like with Roland, it's just he just totally disgusts me. I mean, he did it dirty, and you know, like I said, like, you know, he done been down here a few times too, so that there is it's nothing new. But let me go and show y'all, you know, what I'm talking about. We're gonna go look at that video real quick. Let me just, you know, no, you know what? I got it right here. You know, we'll invade his.
degree in principal certificate from Lehigh University in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
I know we started
and I earned my
like
doctorate degree from the Philadelphia College.
This is
of
how Roland
Medicine,
tried him.
American Psychological Association approved program, one of the top psychology training programs on the East Coast. 6 degrees in all, and anyone can lift up the telephone and call and verify those degrees.
So when you see folks who question your degrees, your response?
It's because my narrative is a whole lot different from the average mainstream black scholar. I don't parrot the narrative that the American social order wants black scholars to parrot. I tell the truth. I don't scratch unless I itch, and I don't dance unless I like the music. And because they're not used to having someone with a traditional education posit non-traditional views, people will automatically start to question his credentials. How did he get this far believing what he believes in? Well, you have to play the spook who sat by the door. When I got accepted into those 3 universities, they didn't know what I believed in. They didn't know what I stood for. But as time went on, it revealed itself. But I'm unapologetically African, so I'm not really concerned with what people think about me personally. I have a job to do, and that is to awaken the sleeping consciousness of African people, not just in America, but all across the world.
One of the things that you said during the interview, you said that Mandarin was one of the official languages in South.
Now let me stop right there. Now you see how they just go ahead and just trying to nitpick for little things like that. You know, oh man, he just trying to nitpick Umar like with
yes,
that.
Sir.
And others said you were dead wrong.
Yes, because I didn't clarify.
But let me just go ahead here. I'm gonna fast forward that because Umar shut Roland dumbass down.
Okay. So let's deal with that.
He shut his dumb ass down, to be honest with you.
Greatest commitment to black people is being committed.
Sidney Poitier, Julian Bond.
I have heroes
to would show if that's the case. You're saying President Barack Obama to get your respect because his dad married a white woman.
Oh, not at all.
With Harry Belafonte?
Not at all. I want to be very clear about something. As Pan-Africanists, the product of an interracial union is an African. I have heroes who are biracial. Some of the grandfathers of Pan-Africanism were of mixed racial ancestry. You don't blame a child for how they got here.
But I'm asking you this here. Harry Belafonte is a white wife. No respect for him?
It would be very. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter your social status.
So no. Listen, I'm talking about the one who put the work.
Right, but you put him out.
No. I'm asking you. So Harry Belafonte.
Yes, sir.
Sidney Poitier, Julian Bond, Vernon Jordan.
And you're naming all them to say what?
No, these are all African American men who have
done some good things.
No, who married white women. But you.
Let me stop. Now you see that he mentioned Harry Belafonte, Sidney Poitier, Vernon Jordan. You know, yeah, all of them married to white women. So, you know, and Umar Johnson made it very clear that, you know, about when it comes to interracial marriage, interracial relationship. Now, you know, you could kind of say I'm on the fence with per se. With anybody else, you know, you can't help who you fall in love with. I get that. But me personally, as myself, like Dr. Umar Johnson, as being very straightforward, very direct, and unapologetic indigenous sovereign of the continental North America, or the MXM. I was saying like that. The union that should be with, let's just use the term black man should be with black woman. I'm outside, I got to have my set. You can't be a saw and be going ahead and laying up with a cave troll, especially if she is she-devil. That's even worse. See, people like Roland Martin, see, he goes ahead and wants to coon and stuff like that just to try to be. See, this shit here, this TV1 or TV None, this is just doing nothing but an audition for him to get a gig over, maybe not at CNN, but back at CNN where he was, but probably over there at MSNBC. You know, people like him, Soledad O'Brien, Joy Reid. Now, Harvey Superboy had warned people for 7 years about people like Roland Martin. How they try to ambush Umar Johnson. You know? So let's continue. Hold on. Hold on.
You said any black man who marries a white woman will not get your respect.
Can I respond?
Yeah, go ahead.
And what I'm telling you is this. I don't care who you name. I don't care how much work you did for black people. Your greatest commitment to black people is being committed to a black woman. It is still a contradiction. No matter how much you think you did for the struggle, if you really were concerned with black people, you would commit yourself to a black woman. So it doesn't matter how successful they are. It doesn't matter how great you may claim them to be. At the end of the day, you didn't think enough about your own people to marry a woman who looks like you.
Frederick Douglass.
Yes, sir. An ancestor of mine.
So when you say ancestor, what does that mean?
Okay, he nitpicking again. You know, see, he trying to get Umar to try to conform. He trying to catch him in the lie. But man, Umar knocking him down. He's knocking him down like dominoes. Now we know about the Frederick Douglass situation.
Again,
he never said
you
that
tried to claim that
he
you are
was
a descendant of Frederick Douglass.
Okay, so let's deal with that.
So hold on 1 second. Here's a statement from the family. Let me go ahead and read this, please. The family of Frederick Douglass has received numerous inquiries about Umar Johnson questioning his relationship to Frederick Douglass. There have also been questions about his legitimacy of his PhD and the handling of the donations he's received for his school that he is promoting.
I'm just go ahead and I'm going to fast
the coin of Frederick Douglass, which I had Grandma Vivian. Grandma Vivian
I'm just going to fast forward this.
And it is a contradiction. I don't care how much work you think you've done for black folks, to not commit yourself to a black woman.
Hold tight 1 second. I got more questions when we come back.
I would argue the reason black men marry white women is because they wish they were white themselves. And having the white man's prize, his queen, is a psychological symbol to myself that I am equal to him.
We're back with Dr. Umar Johnson. In that particular statement, the family also addressed this here. You talked about taking over the buildings or the land of a black school that was shut down.
Yes, sir. St. Paul's College.
And you were raising money for it. First of all, how much money has been raised, and what's the status of that project?
Well, St. Paul's has been sold. Approximately 3 to 5 months ago, I was told by the auction company in charge of the sale that it was been sold to a developer.
So how much money was raised? The people gave, all people gave. How much was raised, and what's the status of that?
$700,000, and the status is we're still looking for a school, and the status is my start date for FDMG will be 8/21/18.
Now, why in the world? See, Roland doing the one thing I can't stand when people do this. You around here pocket checking. How much money did you raise and all that? How much money like that? I say, God damn, what's more important, the money that he raised or what he trying to accomplish? He trying to build a school for black boys. See, Roland about that bullshit, and he doing that pocket checking shit. Not cool. Not cool.
Or if at all, it may be delayed to 8/21/19, which is the anniversary of the Nat Turner War.
We say looking for a school. Not start a charter school. You can start a school
because charter schools are owned by the state, and I'm a Pan-Africanist. I believe what is to be done for black people must be done by black people. Why do I want a charter school?
So you want a private school?
Exactly, independent school.
Lauren.
So the question of interracial marriage.
This bitch.
Come on, man. You're too smart for this.
This bitch here. Lauren, what's her name? Lauren Burke. That's her name. Okay, I don't know why I say Victoria Burke. My apologies, people. Lauren Burke. And then here you got this skunk in a tie. Oh, God, Jesus, I tell you. Just disgusts me. Oh, God. Yeah. Now, it's a whole lot of wrongs with her. First of all, number one, she's coming out here and she's sporting a Jerry curl. A Jerry curl, family. This is 2017. Who the hell's walking around here with a S curl? So got that soul glow, man. I'm thinking I'm looking at Coming to America and stuff. Got that soul glow. I'm like, shoot. I bet you go on that studio right now, it's probably got a whole trail of Jerry curl juice dripping down the damn thing. You know, and then on top of that, broads like this, they dangerous. Cause let's just go here and listen to see what look what she try to do. She come out the gate, like I said the last time, attacking
Mark for what?
We got 43 million black people in this country.
And that means
over
what?
190 million white people. You're going to sit here and say that if a white person get married, a black person, white person get married, one can't understand the other person's struggle. You've seen Tim Wise, right? You've seen.
That's where she wrong. You see how she try to big up white people? You're talking about saying 43 million black people and there's 190 million white people and stuff. Fuck out of here with that shit. I don't know where she get her numbers from. That may be in one part of the world, but on a global scale, shoot, crackers are outnumbered. And then she's one of those types, like she said like that, she's already defending white supremacy, and she's a feminist. So she's one of those type of females, type of black women that hate black men, like Umar Johnson, who expressed alpha male masculinity, testosterone. Instead, she more inclined to dudes like her on her left on that panel. You know. Let's continue.
You've seen white people who understand racism very well.
That doesn't mean they're going to do anything about it.
The other thing that is obviously true is they understand racism when you see things like the murder of Medgar Evers, like the murder of Martin Luther King. They understand racism.
And what did they do about it?
They understand us gaining just fine, and that's why murder happened.
Based on what?
So the idea that somehow a white person can't understand our struggle,
I could care less what they understand.
No, a white person can't understand our everyday struggle because they ain't never been through the struggle. Yeah, you're going to have some white people that's basically that live poor, and they're talking about saying, oh, well, you know, I live poor. I worked hard all my life. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, but see, even they even benefit off the system of white supremacy. So I don't even know where the fuck she getting that shit from. And then listen to what else who the people that she mentioned.
I'm asking you, what have they done systematically to improve the opportunities of white folk? He did not tell me that.
Yes, you did tell me.
He did not tell me that.
You're going to tell me that guys like Tim Wise and Reverend Wallace don't understand racism?
What about Tim Wise?
They don't understand racism.
He articulates racism.
Tim Wise, really. The same Caucasian that gets out here and wants to talk about white privilege in front of white people and racial injustice in front of white people, but he ain't talking it directly to black people. Tim Wise, the same Tim Wise who made disparaging and disrespectful remarks of our queen, our empress, the late who transitioned, the late great Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. Tim Wise isn't even qualified to carry Dr. Frances Cress Welsing's garbage with his teeth. And then you got this mandrill looking howler monkey looking ass chick with this goddamn S-curl glow, this soul glow crap, wanna big up her white daddy. That's all she doing. True sign of a feminist. Hate herself, hate black men who are comfortable in their skin, very assured themselves, not conforming, not compromising, unapologetic. You know, thank you, Umar Johnson, for bringing that term to power. Unapologetic. I love it. You know, just a self-hating bimbo. And I wouldn't be surprised if she's a freaking lesbian. She's the type that goes ahead and be down with the white chicks to go ahead to bring a black man down. You know? And see, sisters, you better understand something. You better stay away from broads from females like this. It's these type of chicks, they go through life. She ain't got no man. She ain't got no man. She ain't got nobody. These the ones that's gonna get out there. They gonna have your ass finding yourself by yourself. Probably get her rocks off with a damn dildo or something. I don't know. I'm getting really strange. Just her voice is just annoying. Let's continue, because it's going to get good.
So what has he done to
there are no white people that understand race in America?
There's not a white person
There's
in
no white people
America.
understand race in America.
There's not a white person. There's not a white person in America who has ever worked to systematically eliminate the white privilege that they benefit from vis-a-vis your oppression. You're lying.
Whoa. Yeah, now you heard that, right? You know, little fag boy right here called Brother Umar a liar. Umar caught that, because Umar looked like, if he wants to, keep in mind, Umar Johnson 6'3". But that's irrelevant right now, though. You know, but see, this is the thing, like what pisses me off with Roland. Roland didn't even bother checking this dude who's insulting your guest. Roland, he's supposed to be the host, and you moderating, and you ain't checking this dude who was wrong. So, like, I don't blame Umar for going ahead and doing what he's about to do right now. Oh, come on. See, this shit here is just crazy. Hold on 1 second. Okay, sorry about that, folks. Still technical difficulty. Let's go.
Who has ever worked to systematically eliminate the white privilege that they benefit from vis-a-vis your oppression. You're lying.
See how this little faggy motherfucker called Umar lie, and Umar finna check his ass. Watch. Oh, come on, really?
There's 9 million people in America.
Eugene.
we're not going to go there. We're not. I called me a liar, and you're cool. Well, it's a fact that you're lying. It's a fact that you're lying. It's a fact that you're lying. I understand you. To say.
Now, how do you know if Umar's lying? Because everything Umar's saying is on point. You just can't handle the fact that he hitting a lot of points, and y'all try to get up there and try to ambush that brother, and you find out your little trap didn't work. And then he calls him lie. Now, his face do look kind of familiar. I was searching for his picture all night long, where I found a picture of this punk wearing a cowboy hat, and he wearing one of them leather vests, you know, a cut like members of a motorcycle club will wear or whatever. You know, if you're a motorcycle, if you're a Harley enthusiast like myself, and one of the few patches he had patches of the Confederate flag on there. Yeah, definitely this is a self-hating Crispy Sambo.
To say that no, everybody, what's that?
Now listen to Roland.
Several things I've done a lot. I don't allow the N-word. I don't allow coon.
Yeah, you don't allow coon, Roland, because that's who you are. You've been called coon plenty of times. Professor Black Truth referred to you as a coon. Jason Black referred to you as a coon. Tariq Nasheed called you a coon. Mr. Superboy 223 called you a coon. I called you a coon. Shit. You've been called coon plenty of times, Roland. That's the reason why you can't hate the word. You don't like to be called, you want to hear the word coon, you don't want to be called the N-word. I say, just come and say the word nigga. Shit. Motherfucker. But see, here's the thing. You want to call yourself trying to check Umar Johnson, but when he had Richard Spencer on there, I'm going to find a clip on that and show y'all what I'm talking about. Motherfucker, he ain't even, you know, like I said, what he did, he cut it up in the corner like a little play. When Richard Spencer asked him the question, are you a black man? He asked him that more than once. You know what Roland said? He said, no, I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm a Christian. I'm a man. Oh, so in other words, you're not comfortable. You're not want to be comfortable. They meant to be called black. You're not proud to be a black man. Come on. You know, you're giving idiots like Richard Spencer airtime and all that, and makes him more popular. People think Richard Spencer's a dumbass. No, he knew what he was doing. But all of a sudden now, you know, he throw on his little cape, you know, and his little Captain Save 'em all cape, and now he thinking he coming to the coon's rescue. against Umar. Hold on a second.
Other disagree, but I do not use racial epithets against black people.
Fine, but he called me a liar.
No. Racial epithets will not be used on this show.
Epithets.
And that's fine.
By anybody.
But how we talk?
Racial epithet is epithet. You dingbat. You ignoramus. Epithet, not epithet. Epithet. E-P-I-T-H-E-T. T-H-E E-P-I-T-H-E-T. Epithet, not epithet. You porky pig sounding, suffering succotash, Sylvester and Tweety Bird clown.
But you can say whatever you want, but no racial epithets will be used on this show about black people to black people. Eugene, your question.
So, from your paradigm, from your perspective, civil rights act isn't an act of white folk stepping up on behalf of black folk. Current criminal justice reform legislation movement isn't a current act of white folk stepping up on behalf of black folk. Folk that funded the civil rights movement in the 50s and 60s isn't an act of white folks stepping up on behalf of black folk. I'm sorry, as an American, because I define myself as an American, an African American.
Sure you do.
I live in a country that moves forward together. And I say that as a Republican. We move forward together. Yes, we have individual struggle. Yes, we have struggle. Yes, we have. Yes, no. Yes.
He talks about the Civil Rights Act. See, this goes to show how clueless our people is. You know, Stockholm Syndrome is real, people. Very much real. And it shows with that butch wench and with this coon / bootlick. The Civil Rights Act is nothing more than a little band-aid just to want to try to get equality, to try to fit in the so-called white man system and all that. Another tool to use for integration. I said a long time ago that integration was probably the worst thing that could happen to us as a people, because it was never about equality. It was about economic disparity. Before integration, black community kept to themselves. We kept to ourselves. We spent our own money. We did trade and commerce within our communities. That's what sprouted up Black Wall Street. It sprouted up Rosewood. A lot of thriving black communities. A lot of thriving black communities, which financially outdid white communities a lot more better. And see, the one thing that crackers don't like, they don't want no competition with us like that, because they know if we got our shit together, which we are doing slowly and surely, they know we will go ahead and beat the brakes off of them on an economic scale. But the thing is, our people has to start learning group economics. Okay, that's why we got to have more people like Dr. Umar Johnson, more people like Boyce Watkins, Dr. Claude Anderson, and some of the elders that left the tools for us, like John Henry Clark, Amos Wilson, Steve Coakley, all the greats, man, all the greats. Excuse me, just gotta get my H2O in. So I don't know what you're talking about, because that civil rights junk is not going to work for us as a people. You know what I'm saying, like that? Because that was, I think, the civil rights movement, they were told, like March on Washington, they were told where to go, what to say, when to say it, and stuff like that. That was all controlled and systematic by design, by the system of Caucasian terrorism, aka white supremacy.
We have systematic. We have systematic struggles, and together as a country, moving forward to defeat those struggles.
He has no idea what he's
talking about. So, based on what you said, I want you to give me examples of white folk, not individuals, but systematically. Excuse me.
Why is she keep interrupting? Damn.
Can I finish?
Go.
Okay, I'm going.
Okay? You cannot name anything systematically done ever in this country by white people to equal the playing field for black folks.
The Civil Rights Act, Congress literally sits behind us. The Civil Rights Act, the Voting Rights Act.
The Civil Rights Act, Constitution Act, the Civil Rights Act. Damn. Somebody go to the store real quick and buy him like a couple packs of tampons or something, Summer Eve and Massengill or something, because clearly this boy is in his feelings. He mad because they couldn't rattle Umar. So now, you know, you can tell he lost it. They lost.
Are you aware?
Scott Bolden. I think the terminology and the narrative being used.
Now, this is the brother here that's level
not from you, but from this dialogue right here.
Okay.
You know, it's one thing to sympathize with the struggle. It's another one to empathize with the struggle. Very different. When you talk about marriage being a political choice, and that one of the arguments that you made that I tend to agree with is that if you don't marry a black woman, then she can never support and comfort and value your day-to-day struggle as a black man.
Right.
That being said, I do think that the level of the rhetoric that you use in regard to your Pan-Africanism is difficult for many of us, quote, in the mainstream to get our arms around. But this issue about black men and white women in the civil rights struggle is not a new discussion. My mother was a civil rights activist in Chicago, and she would often complain privately that, one, you can't sleep white and talk black, if you will. And that's always been in the American struggle, African-American struggle with ourselves. The other thing is that we struggle with our own psychology about self-love and otherwise. And if we can get our arms around that, that does make sense.
Okay? But you would have to say that you know.
Nah, I think he's an attorney, Scott Bolden. Yeah, now he totally agrees with Umar. And the part where he's saying that we doing with eternal struggling with our psychology and stuff, yeah, because, you know, this is like centuries of like indoctrination. We were taught to hate ourselves. We were taught that the complexion of our skin, the darker tone of our skin, that we supposed to hate that we supposed to basically hate the size of our nose, the thickness of our lips, and stuff like that, you know. Because basically, to make a long story short, in a nutshell, we were taught not to see ourselves as a value. This is what Umar Johnson is trying to wake up. This is what Scott Bolden, he's trying to wake up. And yeah, you know, he's with Umar, but what he's saying, some of the people in the mainstream, there's some of them that agree. But it's kind of hard to wrap their thing around it because, you know, like I say, he's an attorney, so therefore he's got to say something that, you know, to appease Umar, but at the same time, he got to keep getting them checks coming.
190 million people.
But you're being too.
One second. You have to claim that. You have to claim that.
No, go ahead and respond. Go ahead.
And I agree with my brother's comments. Brother Scott. He brought up the Civil Rights Bill. But what he did not talk about in relation to the Civil Rights Bill is there were two words included in that bill that ultimately served to take away from black people what that bill was intended to deliver. They added gender and they added sexual orientation. And as a result of that, white women and homosexuals have been able to strip black America from the intended gains of the Civil Rights Act. So there was still racism in that bill if you will study that history.
So Umar, your question was, has anyone black ever systematically done? I mean, was anyone white ever systematically done anything?
Systematic. White America.
So
now, let me continue.
What would be the answer for that?
No,
because that's the government.
No, I don't think you
That's a systematic move.
No, you didn't hear the question. No, you did not. No, you didn't. You're so quick to defend white folks that you're not listening.
No, I'm not trying to defend white folks.
45 seconds, so reset the question and give the answer. I got 45 seconds to get an answer.
The question was, what has white America done?
Right.
Not individuals. Systematically. You won't even let me finish.
Yeah, because
you're not in love with white folks. You won't even let me finish.
Finish. Literally 20 seconds.
There is no bigger system than
20 seconds, I'll finish. No, and in 20 seconds, I would say that the panel that you have here, who are extremely intelligent, do not represent the everyday black man and woman struggles, and then because of that, they can articulate.
And you represent 43 million people in this country.
this bitch still talking about 43 million people. Bitch, shut your ass. God, I wish I was there in that audience right now. I would pick up a chair and throw it at her. She just like a damn pit bull. Damn, what's she trying to do? She trying to get a motherfucking kibble in bits and shit. See, she's, what's her name? Lauren Price or whatever name. I forgot her name because she got me so mad right now. And you see this old cool nigga, he don't want no more Umar, man. Umar, if this was on the streets, Umar fuck him up on the house, straight up. You know? She is nothing more than an attack dog for them crackers. You know what I'm saying? And see, it's sad. See, this is how the white supremacists want to go ahead and want to try to tear brothers down. They not going to do it themselves. So guess what? We'll just send, in their words, and I quote, we'll just send one of our nigga bitches and we just give a little something, give a little assumption. White woman put some shit in the ear. You don't need no man. You better off by doing it yourself. You get this right here, Section 8, this and that. Government get out here, take care of you. You know? It's sort of like that song that Destiny's Child made back during the Charlie's Angel movie, Independent Woman. You know, which is subliminally saying that, you know, you don't need a man. Now, see, the bitch ain't got no man. But she's steadily going here trying to shoot Umar down. Umar checked both of their asses. See, Buddy right here, see, he know he couldn't get Umar, so that's why he turned away, being the cowardice that he is. See, Brother Scott, he ain't worried about it. He comfortable. He rolling with Umar. It's rolling, and this thing here were the ones that got issue with that. But my point is, it's just gonna come down to this. Let me just get out of here for a second. Give me a minute, people. Because, you know, the computer been tripping lately, man. Why is it? You know, let's just get out of here. That this motherfucker here set that whole shit up to try to ambush Dr. Umar Johnson. Not cool, man. Not cool. I just wanted to do a follow-up on my last video to break it down, because it was some miscues that I did miss out on, and those were just a few of them and stuff like that. But that lady there, Lauren Price, I'm going to put a picture of them up on my Instagram page. I'm going to leave the description down there below for that, for my user handle for that. You know, them bitches like that, they dangerous. You know, she too is also trying to audition for a gig over at MSNBC picked up, because see, from what I understand, she ain't never had nothing for long herself. She been hopped around from pillar to post like a $2 prostitute. You know, her, Roland Barton, the Queer, all of them basically whoring themselves for white supremacy and cooning. When they gonna understand that when you apply that trade of buck dancing and samboing and cooning and bootlicking, please understand that there are no benefits that come with that. There's not a pension plan. There's no union for that. There's not a union for coons. Okay? They're gonna start to realize that, you know, like I say, you know, the Boule Bird especially, he brags about saying that, you know, you part of some damn fraternity and all this other stuff like that. But you know, he got mighty piss quiet when he had Richard Spencer on his show. See, Roland gonna do selective arguments and stuff like that. You know, that's what he's about. He's about that bullshit, man. Once a coon, always a coon. And cooning ain't gonna save you. You know, cooning ain't gonna save you. As far as him and Lauren Price and that weird queer, ladies, y'all see him in the famous words of WWE superstar Bray Wyatt, run.